Is this how car guys get their, or to teach their children how to walk? I feel like this is approved by parents everywhere, right? What do you think, Max? This is safety approved for learning how to walk? Frank, shut up. Howdy, and welcome back to the Addicted Motors YouTube channel. We're back at Chesterfield Auto Parts, doing another junkyard walk around, so stay tuned. A lot of American stuff here today. I'm kind of looking for the Plymouth van. And next to me, check out all these K cars. Got a Plymouth Horizon and a Dodge. I don't even know. It's just a K car. They all have 18 different. I mean, a claim. We'll see. So let's do some walk arounds and see what they have. Inventory changes weekly, so it's always kind of exciting to just see what they have going on. So these walk around videos, it's like an brain exercise because I can't always remember every single car and the name of it, especially when it comes to these kind of more bland K cars. But this one, I mean, it still has the 56,000 miles. It still has the windshield dash protector in it, which is pretty neat. Great looking seats. This stuff, it was just terrible when it came out, and it's still terrible, but it's interesting. I've stopped the video, I walked over here and I've looked at it. So that's your first, your first hint that the times are changing, especially as, things become less interesting as I get older. We'll, hold on, let's see what's under the hood. Well, that doesn't want to open, but it looks like it's been sitting since around 06, which is pretty neat. Trunk full of junk, but that's how they usually are. Here's the Horizon. Let's see if this thing's manual. Yeah, BS. That's not far from the truth. Huh. All right, it's a manual car. 111,000 miles. Sitting since 08, not too bad. Hey, let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these junkyard videos. I'm thinking about making it a series every Sunday. Just, strolling through and see if I find something interesting. Look at this, 58,000 miles. It's the V6, 3 liter. So this is like the same engine. And this looks like a newer Acclaim. What is this? Yeah, newer, it is an Acclaim. No bull since 1951. So 94, so this is a 3 liter 94 Acclaim, front wheel drive, V6, very Chrysler interior, low miles, 58,000 miles. Interesting. I wonder if this shares the same struts and front end components as the 3 liter, no, my van's a 3.3, sorry, but I'm sure some of it's similar. Also, there's no, inspection sticker on, so it might not be a Virginia car. And here's another Acclaim. They must have just pulled these out of the same lot because these weren't here last month. 94. So this has been potentially sitting since 94. I think this is an 86 or an 87. Ashtray still full of cigarettes, as you'd expect. And the jacket's back there and the grill. Oh, buddy. There was just never anyone that gave a crap about these. But, I've stopped and looked at it, so I'm not disinterested in it. PT Cruiser with chrome wheels. 2001 leather package, heated seats. Shoo! It's one of them high dollar ones. So honorable mention, all these Chrysler LHS 300C big body front wheel drive. It was the Mopar version of the the Cadillac or whatever you want to call it, Impala and whatnot. I think these also had the C300, 300C. Which one was it? It was the higher output 3.3 or 3 liter V6, which was actually a little bit spicy. Concorde. This was the Concorde. Yeah, man, it's been a second. It's LHS Concorde 300C. This is before the rear wheel drive platforms. Yeah, the 3.5 liter. This was not the high output. They made a high output one, which made less than 300 horsepower, but it wasn't a bad looking car with the body kit. They came in a nice dark blue color. I didn't hate them when they came out. It just wasn't that its time. Here's another Acclaim. Sitting since 180,000 miles. Automatic. Rally seats. Terrible. Oh, Horizon, sorry. And then this might be the worst Jeep I've ever seen. Look at this body kit. Is this a Chiefs fan? I'm not sure. 4 liter, says it runs hot. Probably mid-80s, 200,000 miles. Got some tread. Up, yep, there we go. I wasn't cheating, guys. That was just a guess. It's a pretty popular theme. Oh, look, there's a water pump. I wonder if that's the issue. Oh, there's coolant in the back. So it's an 88. I wonder if that's a custom body kit or a factory. I don't even know where you'd even get one. It's impressive though. These might look good on a Range Rover though. We'll see. Wonder how hard those on. Little Dodge. What is this? A D150 or something? Probably. It's 2-wheel drive. Automatic column shift. Had some free car wash stuff in there. It's good stuff. Nothing too interesting in this row. There's a 3.3 liter. I need older minivans like my Dodge Caravan. And these are just, look at them all. Throwaway cars. There's so many in here. It's funny, it's just crazy how the eras just shift for junkyards. You know, this is that late 90s, early 2000s era, which, you know, 5-10 years ago, you wouldn't have seen these here. And now it's just progressing. So it's always interesting to see that shift happen, and we're here. Bland colors, beige interiors, not aged well. Here's one, Chrysler Crossfire. A lot of Mercedes bits in this. Also had a supercharged V6. I had the Mercedes version. Looks like someone pulled the transmission because this one might have been a manual car, which was I think the Mercedes 3.2 or 3.6 V6, which, you know, that was fun. It's just a terribly ugly front. And there's that Mercedes center stack it had. Again, terribly ugly front, but the rest of the car wasn't too bad. I heard they handled pretty well. It's just a little bit of a too little, too late on Chrysler's side. I think that's it for the American Mopar section. Really wasn't a whole lot interesting or noteworthy, honestly. And that's why I never really come over here. So let's see what else has been dropped. You know, another thing about these junkyards, I'm always interested in seeing what the first things that people take off certain cars to kind of figure out what's valuable, what's interesting, what's trending. You know, that seems very an archaic way to do it, but, you know, headlights, taillights, and modern vehicles, that kind of stuff just goes away instantly. The junkyard loaner vehicles, looks like you might need some tread on that tire. It's a little Drifty Boy G35. I'm surprised it hasn't been crashed into a wall. I mean, it was crashed into a wall. Usually these things, everyone takes the drivetrains out of them instantly for drift purposes. Ooh, here you go, 74 240Z. These things just deteriorated. We sold one at the shop a while back, but look, this still has the transmission. I'm sure it had the powertrain at one point, but someone's already nabbed it. Looks like a tree probably fell on it at some point in a earlier life, but good looking car. A lot of these come out of North Carolina. They were kind of coveted back then, and due to the shape and the styling and whatnot, I mean, huge. 150 horsepower from the factory, 6,000 RPM. They have the horsepower ratings right on there, but just completely rusted out. Not sure what you'd want to salvage off it. Maybe the rear bumper. All right, Nissan Quest. It's probably a G37. Hella Maximas. For sale. No cats. Of course it doesn't have cats. Nothing here has cats. Gas tanks are gone. Cats are gone. Here you go. I find this interesting. This is an FX35. Always kind of had a soft spot for these. Oh, it's a 45. I had even a deeper soft spot for those. in this color too, this awesome, oh man, it has, whoo, it has the orangish interior. Man, I thought these were cool back in the day. It's a nice little package. No low range or anything like that. Apparently they handled well, sounded good, at least in the V8 configuration. And all these have super high mileage. They really don't die. You don't see them dead all that often, and well over 100-some thousand miles. Nice little Volvo. It's not an 850. Is this a 960? Yeah, it is an 850. Okay, an early 850. I don't think it's an 8. Is this an 850? Yeah, it is an 850. But it's the 1-2 year model before, like the 97, 98. So it's the early. It's called a Gen 1, I guess. Looks like it's been picked over. Non-turbo. Yeah, a lot of Volvos. I don't think I need anything else for Cindy's, but it has a black interior. Let's see if this is. Yep, all these seat controllers are fucked. Man, so you got the guy's hard hat stuff still in it. Didn't even make it. Always looking for mats or something, but not usually there. Oh, look, an Xterra. You know, I've got a lot of theories on Xterras. They've just never risen to any type of, oh, it's got leaf springs in the back? I didn't know that. I mean, they did make the Pro 4X and whatnot. You can get it with a manual transmission and a V6 with a supercharger and all kinds of awesome stuff, but the overlanding type community, there was just never anyone that gave a shit about these to propel to any type of status. They're always just kind of a dirtbag car, unfortunately. Everyone knew some kid in high school or college with tinted windows and a sub in the back and their Xterra, and it even smells like a Nissan, like an Xterra. It smells a little vapey and stuff in there. But you know, potent 4-liter V6 actually makes decent power, and yeah, they're just, it's like that forgotten body on frame 4x4, you know, just like the early Pathfinders and stuff. They should be valuable like everything else, but they're not. Alright, so I did promise a little bit of American content. Here's the old Chevy Lumina, red interior. Ooh, protected by a Scotch Guard. I got nothing for these. They're just not big enough or fast enough to be interesting. It's like the farmer's wife car. It's the old going to town rig. 3.1 V6. Wasn't 3.1's no 3500. But here you go, full size Suburban. I guess we're putting more and more trucks at the car lot, which is nice. 6 lug, 1500. Here's a modern CTSV, and yeah, as expected, there's not much left of it. These cars, I'm surprised it's here, but there's actual body shops that take the part. Oh, look at this. Okay. Oh, man. The interior has been gutted. Roadmaster. Again, something that is not out of place in a junkyard, but usually they don't make it here. I don't know if this is what year it is or if it's an LT1 or whatnot, but that just looks like a 350. Unfortunate. Looks like it has a semi-recent inspection sticker, so this was someone's car up till now. A lot of good parts, those roof rails and stuff like that. It looks like all the trim, all the rare stuff, all the valuable stuff's been stripped off it. I would like to find like a Regal, one of the supercharged Buick Regals or something like that. Always looking for something a little more interesting than is your stock standard one. Bad motor, an SLS. I always liked SLSs, you know, guilty pleasure. Not a bad looking car, pretty, you know, pretty powerful when they came out. 300 some horsepower. Yeah, that North Star engine, which had head gasket failures, but for some people it was fine. It's always interesting to walk through here and wonder what cars that you're walking by that you don't care about that you might care about in the next 5 years. And that list is still small for me. Still pretty small. Okay, View XKR. Now I see the twin tailpipes. Is this was a supercharged, turbocharged? I can't remember. This was the hot one, the R line. It made decent power. And shit, yeah. Oh. She gone. I think these made like 300 horsepower. I think it had the same engine as the Chevy Cobalt SS and whatnot, but didn't make it. 2008. Camry wagon over there. Nothing really catching my eye on the American side. Well, I almost made it out. This maybe early 80s, late 70s Chevy van caught my attention, as it should. Check out the graphics here on the side. And the louvers, baby. Louvers. I don't know if I want to open that door. Should we? Oh, nope, it's already open. This is the van down. Oh my God. Oh, it's wood. Oh man. Oh. Oh boy. Any Playboys in here? This is, I don't want to touch it, but I want to look. What do y'all think about that? Look at those lights, and there's one of them's red for nocturnal activities. Man, of course, Department of Defense. Fun. All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Not a whole lot's changed since last week. Ran through some more of the American stuff. I'd say what the Datsun was pretty interesting, and so is that van. I've got a 2005 or so S-Class up there I'm gonna look at, but that's gonna be it. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope you find these little walk-arounds interesting. I know I don't have a good time making them. I don't see anything particular for my cars, but that's okay. It's always good to see what's around. So if you like what you're seeing, please like, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. I think what I'm gonna do eventually though is I wanna talk to the owners of the recycling plant here, Chesterfield Auto Parts, and maybe so we can do a tour as far as how the business works and what that intake process looks like for the cars. I think that'd be really interesting. Drop in the comments if I should pursue that, and if you're interested in seeing how that works, because there's a lot of ways you make money off junk cars. So thanks for watching. Ooh, monoblocks. It's a 320, but I'll take the stance.